Okay, we've made it through. We are on our third day of Rags to Riches Challenge 90 day. We're about to get started. I'm actually a little late, so we're gonna go ahead and click TikTok on. We're gonna do some little reflecting over the week, right? Because Rags to Riches started Monday, but our what I'm thinking, y'all, what I'm thinking. Our challenge started Wednesday, so we're on our third day of the challenge. So we're gonna go over, maybe you're catching us and you didn't even get to see the whole week of the lives, man. So we're gonna kind of just I got 10 heartbeats on TikTok. I like that shot. I like that shot. I like that shot. I like that. All right, we're gonna get started in just a second, y'all. I got some activities that I want you guys to do. Of course, we got two activities that we're gonna talk about, and I'm not gonna stay too long. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna stay too long. I hold y'all for about an hour, holding your hostage for about an hour. What up, y'all? What up, though? All right. We live right now on YouTube as well as TikTok. So we're gonna get started in just a second. I'm give my folks a chance to get up in here. Then you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, Yana? What up, man? What up? What up? I've been up, y'all, since 2 a.m. My body just woke up. So here we are, y'all. Here we are. Hopefully, probably after these lives, I'll probably go, take a quick little nap, kind of get honestly, that's my normal time to get up for real, for real. Like I'm normally up at 3 a.m., but my body woke up. I went to bed just a little bit earlier last night, so my body was just like, "What up, though?" So Mahogany, what up, Mahogany? What up, Mahogany? Mahogany was up with me at 4 a.m. this rising. Mahogany, you got some sleep? Did you get you some rest, baby? All right. So, of course, I always got to extend the challenge at least 3 times in a live. So, we're going to go ahead and extend it before the first 30-minute mark. All right. So, we're on our way to rags to riches. Okay. This is this is why I created this class here on TikTok as well as on YouTube. All right. I'm, I'm back, Scorpio, and not yet. You better get you some sleep. Catch these gems first, though. All right. I appreciate if you guys double tap over here on TikTok as well as double tap the screen over here. That's just showing that engagement. You know what I'm saying? What up, AC? 1, 2. All right. So we have this 90-day challenge where we're helping you guys not only save $5,000, but we're also going to help you guys shift your identities. All right. So the cool thing about this challenge is I created a Discord. I'm first. Okay, I see you, baby. Thank you for coming in. I see you, baby. Make sure you guys sub to us on YouTube so you never miss a live, you never miss a video. All right. We also do intuitives a lot over here. So I'm probably going to drop you guys a video because I haven't dropped you guys a video in a while over here on YouTube. But I appreciate all the love. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys double tap over here, grab your daily heart means if you don't have it, and share the live out to at least 1 or 2 people. Let them know we in the building. All right. So if what we saying about the challenge sounds like something that you want to do, we're not only going to help you save your money, but we're going to also help you shift so that when you're on the other end and you have that $5,000 in your hand, I want to make sure that you invest that money right. Okay. So comment BIG right now to be, added to the Discord. It's not just about the challenge in the Discord. We get in there, we kick the bobos. You know what I'm saying? We got a few channels up in the Discord. So it's just a community, and what's super cool about the Discord is it's completely free. You know what I'm saying? And you guys get to stay in tune. How do you donate to me? What do you have? I have Cash App, I got Venmo. I think that's all I got. I don't think I can accept any like gifts on here just yet because I still got to get my reps up. I still got to get my reps up. You gotta spell it together, child. Why you spelling it? Mahogany, why is you smelling like that? But if you want to just send us something. I totally appreciate it. Of course, I love all the love. I appreciate it. I got you, Mahogany. Make sure you check your DM once I get off of live. All right. I'm gonna send you the link to the Discord. Go ahead and download that app. It is an app. So my let's see, what is my Cash App? My Cash App is TH the number three, a capital R as in rabbit, ISING. So it should be the rising. And when you look at it, it should have Monche Flow. It should be a red dot at that. All right, y'all ready over here on TT? I need y'all to run them likes up on TikTok. Hey, before we get started, TikTok, y'all gotta run me up at least to 1K. Come on now. Y'all playing with me up in here, man. Y'all playing up, you know what I mean? Y'all playing with me up in here. Trying to get your engagement up. And I appreciate that. I love that so much. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm just gonna kind of talk before I give the updated, before I give you guys the updated activities for today's, because we're on our third day of the challenge. We're just gonna kind of do a little recap of what we talked about this week and kind of, take what resonate, leave what doesn't. All right. So the first day, Monday, we talked about asking yourself why you deserve financial freedom. Okay. Why do you deserve financial freedom? That's a question I think that everybody should ask themselves. I know a lot of people probably look at me and say, Big, I want financial freedom is because I want the money. I want to take care of my family. But I'll be honest with you, you got to dig a little deeper, right? You got to dig a little deeper, and your why has to be like, I'm talking about humongous. Okay. Because what'll happen is, although money will get you going, it won't keep you flowing. Hold on. Hold on. I'm talking that talk, y'all. Hold on. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Is y'all ready? I'm talking that talk. Money will get you going, but it won't get you flowing. Okay, it won't keep you flowing. Okay, although money does pay your way, it's not going to make you happy. Okay, it's not always going to be a passion for you. So I want you guys to really think about that question and write it down on some paper. Okay. Right. Financial freedom does. You know what I'm saying? It really does. And you only get to that level when you fully have killed every single ego inside bone in your body. Okay. Because financial freedom is the freedom of the mind first before you get the tangible things. And one thing I like to teach my clients is that you have to operate in that identity first, way before the riches come. Okay, way before you see hundreds of dollars, way before you see thousands of dollars, way before you see all of that. All right. So I want you to ask yourself, why do you deserve financial freedom? And then what I want you to do is, I want you to DM me on TikTok, right? This is just for TikTok right now, but you guys can comment on this video right here on YouTube because it will be recorded. And I want you to tell me like, yo, Big, I had to sit with myself in that question this weekend, and I finally figured out why I truly deserve financial freedom. And what I talked about Monday is, you have to understand that everybody has the same 24 hours, bro. Everybody has the same 24 hours. And it's like, I'm not being braggadocious, but it's like, how you gonna outwork me? And this is not a competition. This is simply, I want you guys to think in a higher perspective. I want you to think from a God's eye view, right? What are you willing to put in order to secure and make sure you have financial freedom? And one thing I will say is, a lot of people not willing to put in the reps. I woke up at 2 a.m. this rise. I kind of laid in the bed till about 3-ish, 3:30. By 4 a.m., I was outside getting a workout in. All right. Now, a lot of people, no shade, a lot of people, they don't want to grind, bro. Like, you realize now, in a lot of time and day, nobody wants to, get it out the mud anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I got it out the mud. We've been in business for about 5 to 6 years, and I'm so grateful to see where my brand is, to just see how many people we've touched, just to see how many people we've helped make money, start businesses and get clients. And it's been a roller coaster. But what I will say is, financial freedom has no other choice but to operate in my life, because one, I've not only gotten better just with how I look at money, bro. I've gotten better identity wise. So I want you guys to, ask yourself that question because if that's what you want, you got to make sure that you have a why for it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Moving on. Also, this week we created a 5K vision. So if you were joining that challenge, that 90-day challenge, I helped you guys have an idea of what your 5K vision could be. All right. If you jump in the Discord and let's say you're just joining the challenge, I'll be able to help you with your 5K vision. I helped everybody who joined the challenge with their 5K vision, help them create it, and hopefully they're sticking to the plan. But like I told them this week, everybody won't make $5,000. Everybody can make $5,000, but everybody won't make $5,000. And that's okay because some people will make 500, some people will make 400, some people may make even 200. And let me be honest, even having 200 bucks in the savings, that's something a lot of people can't say nowadays. All right. So if you're looking to join that challenge, make sure you comment BIG and let me know so I can personally invite you to the Discord. The Discord is personally invite only. So there's no energies in there that's ever going to get you guys off your rails or disrespecting or anything like that. Like I'm always in there and I'm always, I'm the reinforcer around that mug. You know what I'm saying? So I don't play around. All right. We also talked about this week just about some limiting beliefs that we have around money, right? A lot of times limiting beliefs don't necessarily come from you. They come from the people who introduced you to money, right? And kind of just try to teach you a little bit about money. But one thing we do know about healing is that not all the time the things that we learn are correct. You know what I'm saying? And that's just to be honest. And I was asking them during the live, like, who introduced them to money, right? Who told them about money? Who gave them idea to even want money? And when you kind of go back deeper like that, you kind of realize like, okay, maybe what I learned wasn't all right, but I'm willing to get the right information. And if you're under the sound of my voice, it's not a coincidence. It's very much alignment. And I'm glad you're here. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna talk that talk today. All right. I also gave them, we talked about some affirmations kind of around money, what people can start saying and how all the time your affirmations won't sound like the truth to you because you're just starting out to say it to yourself. Affirmations is something that you have to do repetitively, and it's super cool for me because I love affirmations, but I also love ask formations. And I'm gonna say that one more time. Ask formations. Cause sometimes I just walk around. I got a song that is on my playlist and it's like, how did I become a millionaire? Okay. How do I, why do I feel like money comes from everywhere? Okay. Because sometimes you gotta ask yourself, and I'm gonna tell y'all something really, really deep. Like the universe doesn't hear your words, they hear how you feel deep inside. And this is why I say the 90-day challenge is not going to only shift your financial pockets, it's also going to shift how you look at money, how you look at yourself, and just how you look at the world. And I think growth is inevitable. It's something that continuously has to happen, and repetition is the key to mastery, So I want you guys to kind of, think about that. If you don't have affirmations that you say to yourself or into the universe every single day, I'll just give you guys two. One that I have on here is I am okay, let's give you this one. Money works for me, right? Because a lot of time y'all think y'all working for money. Money work for y'all because money only has value when it gets in your hands. And that's the super cool thing about life. It's like nothing around has any type of value unless you guys give it your value. Okay. And give it your energy. And we know that everything is energy, including money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, like money, you obtain the money once, you know, you realize that everything is energy and you have to accept it first in your mind and your spirit. You have to identify as it before it really comes into your life. And I think a lot of people kind of have money blockages is because they don't realize how deep this money thing goes, right? Everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. But I give you guys another one. I got one on here. This is one cool one that I like. Money is my favorite song. Like I just like when it go cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. I like when the dollar bills is, you know, if I'm not your type of taste, baby, why you on here? I got time today. It's Friday. How you saying gross to this face? Do you see how good I look? Do you see that skin glowing? If you don't like me, bat face, ooh, I would hate to look like a bat. You know what I'm saying? I got time today. It's Friday. I mean, why not? You know? But another thing we talked about this week was, what does abundance mean to you? Abundance means to me unlimited, right? Large quantities of energies or desires. So abundance can come in many shapes and form. It doesn't have to just come in money. It can just abundance of joy, right? It's just large, sums of energy. So I want you to ask yourself this weekend, what does abundance mean to you? Because you know, you gotta what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself these questions. And I think healing comes when you really sit down with yourself and really kind of thumb through what you're actually feeling. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit with yourself, y'all. It's not a game. It's true healing, it's true self-discovery. And the only way I truly feel like people can understand themselves is if they sit with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Sit with the divine and just let all your thoughts kind of flow. We think 30 plus thousand thoughts a day, and I hope you guys are picking the good ones. And even if you pick some bad ones sometimes, be like a deer. When deer, I was reading in a book yesterday where they was like, yo, deer, they get scared and then automatically that feeling flows out of their bodies, right? So maybe humans just should start being like deers, you know what I'm saying? Not pondering on the things that have hurt you, not pondering on the people that have hurt you, right? So that was super cool to find out because I didn't know that. Nature can teach us so many things, and I hope you guys get out in nature. I don't know about today because they talking about it's supposed to be 110. Y'all know, y'all, as y'all can see where I'm sitting at, I'll be in the cool air. I'll be right here in the cool air, rubbing my feet together. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and let's keep going. Another thing we talked about this week was write a letter to your future wealthy self. And that's actually homework for my Discord. They have to do that this weekend. um Write a letter to yourself, and shout out Coach AJ, because Coach AJ, man, when I first met Coach AJ, I was like 21, 22, and she was doing this activity. She's like, I write a letter to myself every year, and I seal it up, and I can't open it until the following year on that day. That may be something that you guys may need to do, because it's just so that you can see your results in real time. I think a lot of people, they give up on their journey because they don't keep up with their results. They don't keep up with the results, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if you kept up with your results and you actually see the difference of what you're making, I think a lot of people will be more excited about healing and just growing and developing in general. So, um and just to give you guys, I just gave, an example of how you can start it off, because of course I want to teach you guys, but I want to make sure that I give you guys the game so that you guys can understand it. All right. So I just kind of started off, dear wealthy self. I'm so proud of you sticking out this journey from rags to riches. I knew you could do it, and look at all you've accomplished. You deserve every bit of it, basking in your achievements. So it's like a letter to yourself a year from now, right? And I think that doing that activity every year, I actually have one in the stash somewhere. I kind of forget about it so that I don't open it. So I think I have one that I can open in October. So we're inching on there. We inching down the road, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see what I wrote last year in October, and just knowing that I grow and develop so much every single day. I'm already I can only imagine, where I'll be in October, and I'll be glad to open up that letter and read it. So I recommend you guys do that this weekend. Write a letter to your future wealthy self, because you have to operate in that identity before you do what? Receive the money. All right. Another thing we talked about is identifying your biggest distraction. Identifying your biggest distraction. One thing that I have truly learned is that a lot of people know they have distractions, but they keep them going. So I want you guys to identify which gray area you kind of need to work on a little bit. What's up, Cherry? Look, I see Goddess. Where you been, baby? What up, Lock Goddess in the chat? Where you been, girl? I hope all is well, you know. But yeah, we talking about identifying your biggest distraction, and you know, you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself if you really want to go to the next level in life, if you really want to big up yourself, you really got to be honest with yourselves, y'all. Like it's not a game. You miss me? I miss you. I miss you. Do you have a new page? Wait a second. Did you have to create another page? All right, so yeah, so identify what your biggest distraction is, and help yourself, continue to grow. One of I'll give you guys something that I gave them, and I said, one of my biggest distractions is helping other people. And it's not to say that I don't like helping people, it's just to say that sometimes when it's time for me to focus inward, thank you for that daily heart me. When it's time for me to focus inward, I'm always trying to check back with my team. Now these are things, this is something that I'm actively working on myself. But what I will say is I will make sure everybody else good, and then because I've made sure that everybody else is good and everybody is on their Zoom, now I'm kind of depleted a little bit energetic wise. So I have to watch that a lot, and I have to set a lot of boundaries because one, I love growth and development, and I'm always ready to pour into my people. I'm always ready to, give them the game. And sometimes I have to kind of just play my position and allow them to come to me instead of me trying to go and give so much energy out. So that's something that, I talked about with my chat earlier this week because it's something big, you know what I mean? But we all have distractions. We all have things that kind of get us off of our game, but that's okay, because if you can be honest and take accountability, that's where the true healing starts at. Because it's not that you're making a mistake. I have a big heart, so I'm always seeing how I can help and just, nurture whatever. I'm a woman, so it's like that's my, that's my nature. You know what I'm saying? So nurturing as, just as a coach as well as a woman, I have to find the balance in the two. So that's one thing that I kind of have to keep boundaries with because people know that I love to help people and they will literally try to like, you know how them folks be. All right. We also talked about this week just deleting one distraction from your phone. So I want you to identify a distraction you have in your physical life, but I also want you to identify a distraction that you have on your phone. Okay? Because we always on our phones, right? And we know and delete one distraction from your phone. One distraction that I deleted from my phone was Instagram because honestly, my businesses I don't really use on Instagram. I didn't really use Instagram like that. It was more so like a personal page for me. And I was just like, it's kind of a distraction. Like when I should have been, recording content or recording a video for a client, I find myself just scrolling. And this is no shot to any of you, right? It's just something that I identified in my own life and it was becoming a hindrance. So I had to remove it. So this is a distraction that I've deleted months prior. But I ask you, delete, just kind of give yourself a break from some things that you know is kind of taking up your time. You feel what I'm saying? I also deleted world news because although my journey is to help influence and help heal the world, sometimes we get so wrapped up in things that we can't physically shift at that very moment, and we miss the things right in front of us that we can take care of. So and I don't want that negativity in like across the world to even get in my mindset to have me thinking negative thoughts. So I try to bulletproof my brain as much as possible. There's one thing I wanted to talk about also before we get started, and that's kind of what we talked about this week. Of course, we go live Monday through Friday, EST 9 a.m. So y'all want to come back and see me, of course. And it's 9:30, so y'all already know what time it is. I gotta invite you because we have that 90-day challenge going on, and I'm trying to help y'all save $5,000. Like, man, think about that. You joined a challenge with BIG, right? You save $5,000 in 90 days. What you gonna do with that 5,000? How would you feel if you had that 5,000 in cash? And I want y'all to get this in cash. Okay, so I'm going to extend the offer to you. It's totally free to join the Discord, right? We're on day 3 of the challenge, so you're not even late. And even if you were, I still got all the tools in the Discord and they not going nowhere. So if that sounds like something that you interested in, comment BIG so that I can personally invite you to the Discord. And that's the cool thing about my Discord. Like, yeah, I don't care how big our Discord get. I'm always gonna personally invite people because I want to make sure that that community that you guys come in, you're protected and you're safe. And one thing about it, I don't play by my people. Okay, it's not a game over here. All right. I got you. I got you. I got you. I think I got somebody else. Let me write this down because y'all, my brain is like a little like it be all over the place. I got you, Sea Goddess. I got you in there. I actually got somebody else. I think Mahogany told me. So just check y'all DM when I get off live and you should have the link to the Discord. If you want to just go ahead and get a jump start on it, go ahead and take some time out the live super quickly and download the app. It kind of looked like a little bot. It's like indigo color, I do believe. Actually, I don't even know where my other phone is. But I got y'all. The Discord is lit, man. And then what's super cool is because you get to work right beside me during the challenge. I mean, you won't have access to me 24/7, but you will be able to utilize the tools that I put in the chat as well as utilizing the tools that I use for my own self, right? I ain't giving y'all all the tools, but I am going to help you guys walk through this challenge and take it one day at a time. All right, because it's not just about obtaining that dollar, it's also about obtaining the identity of the person that can help flip that $5,000. What up, Malia? Hope I said that right. Said that right. Welcome to Rags to Riches. All right. So one more time because we got some new people coming in the chat, y'all. And if y'all keep seeing me go back and forth, it's because we live on TikTok as well as YouTube. So thank you guys for being patient. Thank you guys for double tapping that screen. Let's continue to run a likes up. Let TikTok know that we up in this chat and we don't got bots over here. Make sure you guys share the live at least one person. At least one person. I don't ask for 5, 10 people. At least one person that you want to see get on this challenge and get in a bag. All right. Um, so what we're going to talk about today is I want to give you guys some actual activities that's going to help shift your identity so that you can be ready to receive that $5,000, right? And you're not receiving it from anybody. It's simply you putting your money to work. That's all that it is. All right. That's all that it is because although you're going to save the $5,000, I want to help you shift the identity. So when that $5,000 really get added up, you know exactly what to do with it. I don't want y'all to go blow that 5 bands, right? If you need a car, go buy your car. If you need to catch up on your rent, go catch up on your rent. Put 2 stacks on the rent. And then, but I also want you guys to invest in your goals, invest in your dreams, because that's what's going to give you financial freedom. Can I be totally honest? A 9 to 5 ain't gonna do it. Working for these people and continuously giving them our time and continuously building up their dreams is not going to do it. But what is going to do it is if you shift the identity and make the money that they're paying you for your time work for you. All right. And that's the cool thing. Now, we're not going to talk about money today. We're actually just going to talk about how we can align with all types of money because this is the cool thing about the challenge. I want y'all to think like I think really big. Okay. So I really want y'all to hear me when I say this. Like, you join the challenge, bro, I want y'all to shift so much identity wise that and it's not that I want you to become somebody else. I want you to be you, right? I just want you to be 2.0 you. Does that make sense? I just want you to be 2.0 you. Does that make sense? Because what's gonna happen is when you get that 5 bands, gang, I need you to be so in alignment and so you know, mellowed in your spirit that you don't blow that 5 bands. Like you ain't just put in 90 days to get that 5 bands. I want to make sure that when y'all see that 5 bands in your hand, when y'all see that 5 bands in your hand, I just want you to sit with that 5 bands. You see what I'm saying? I want you to be able to, you know what I'm saying? But I also want to help you guys elevate that 5 bands. Okay. Because what's gonna happen is I didn't tell my other classes this, but I will be doing another 90-day challenge after this 90 days because why not? We only got like 6 months left of this year. So after we finish the 90 days, it'll be like September. I might as well do another 90 days. And it's like I want y'all to be excited to do another 90 days with me. That's where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? If y'all join the challenge, I want y'all to be excited to do another 90 days. And let's think about it, right? I think so big. If you align energetically with abundance and with the energy of money, right? Who's to say that you join the challenge today and you don't get $5,000? Somebody just say, "Yo, I'm gonna give you $5,000." So it's your first day in the challenge, and somebody give you $5,000. Just imagine what you could have at the end of the 90 days. This is how I want you guys to be thinking. I don't want y'all to be thinking small, like, "Oh, I'm just get a little 5 bands, 5 cheese." I literally had somebody come in the chat and was like, "Yo, how can I bless you? How can I bless you?" KJ, I got time today, baby. I got time today. You came up in my chat, bum ass. you know, don't let this fool you, baby. Don't let it fool you. Okay? Don't let it fool you. You don't want to hear me talk. Click up out of here. Click up out of here. You talking like a brokey. you talking like a brokey, nigga. You know what I mean? KJ Mixie. You can't even put your real. You got a picture of a car, man, and Wawa's. Man, please, you can't even be yourself. All right, y'all. I ain't gotta show you a band. What I look like proving something to you? You won't even put your face on your. You. Why I gotta prove to you if I got a car and I got a band? Imagine me trying to prove that to somebody online. Please. When you really wealthy, man, you don't gotta show it. Look, my moderators don't play. I like that shot. Look, y'all know. Give me a little time. Give me a little time to troll back. Imagine that. This is what I'm saying. This is why I want to make sure you guys are in alignment because a lot of people gonna be mad that you're doing a 90-day challenge and you putting discipline on yourself. I'm gonna just be real. What up, Key? Key in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Key be up in the Discord, vibing out with us. You feel me? Like, you see how quickly I just shifted? Man, I had to work on myself, right? Because old me, let me show y'all something. I always show my homegirl this. Old me, this version of me, man, I would have cut up on here. I would have cut up on here, man. I would have cut up on here. I'm a real Richmond baby, DMV. Y'all, listen, man. It's in my blood. It's in me, not on me. It's in me, not on me. Not you trying to see that old version with that long hair. That's Polo, man. Y'all know what it is. Polo gang, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm turn my head to the back. Polo Nation. Polo Nation. Y'all know. So let's talk a little bit because I'm kind of crunched on time. All right. So, oh yeah, I was big trouble. I'm trouble now, baby. Hold on. I'm trouble now. They don't want to. I'm telling you. And it's in alignment now. Oh man. They thought she was trouble. Nah. Nah. When you can control your anger, that's a different type of breed. When you can control how you conversate with somebody, that's a different type of breed. When you can control yourself and not really blank on somebody, you a different type of breed. You know what I'm saying? And you don't gotta act bossy, you don't gotta act gutter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know what I mean? I can just smile at you. I got ancestors that's gonna handle you for me. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. He don't even realize, bro. Listen, I have truly learned, y'all, and I know this is a side note from what we supposed to be talking about. Y'all know we just vibe up in here, so if you don't like it, I understand. But when I say that my ancestors don't let nothing go, so him just commenting, like when people come in here and comment, that's why I laugh because it's like you come in with me. Oh man, I've literally watched people, and this is Trump. What I was about to say. Trigger warning. I've seen people taking off this map for playing with me, and I ain't had to lift a finger. That's what I'm talking about, aligning yourselves with that identity. All right. So look, I don't know what time you guys wake up in the rising. I don't know what time you guys go to bed, but I want you to kind of enter these things in your daily routine. If you already do it, I love that. And I hope that you come to the Discord. I love that. And I want to make sure you guys are really putting in that work, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not about doing hard work. It's about removing the things that no longer work for you. Okay? So one thing I want you guys to do is wake up 30 minutes earlier. And then I want you to journal at the end of your day. When you wake up 30 minutes earlier, from whatever time you wake up, I want you to wake up 30 minutes earlier. I ain't even asking for an hour. I'm talking about a little 30 minutes. I'm talking about a little 30 minutes. Can you wake up a little 30 minutes earlier? Even if you already get up early. I woke up at 2 a.m. this rising. I normally get up at 3. So look, can you give me 30? I've been up since 2 a.m. Can y'all give me a little extra 30 minutes? Or y'all don't really want to be financially free? I'm just, because what I see in a lot of my clients is that they don't have routines. So they get burnt out. Okay? Girl, I can give you 10 minutes earlier. I'll take that. Lesbian named Nicole. I'll take that. And I'm so intuitive. I got Fresh Prince in the back. Y'all see that? Like, one thing I love about Fresh Prince is that he went from rags to riches, literally. He was in Philly. Was it Philly or Jersey? Either way, y'all get what I'm saying. He went from living a certain lifestyle to living lavish. And I want y'all to understand that, bruh, y'all can live that lifestyle too. And it's not to say that I'm not saying don't like where you are in your life, because gratitude is going to get you everything that you want in life, bro. It's going to get you more, right? You have to nurture the things that you already have in order to get what you want, right? So, that's so aligned that that's on the TV. All right. So I want y'all to give me, even if you can give me 10, even if you can give me 10 minutes, give me 10 to 30 minutes early. And then what I want you to do is I want you in that early slot that you are actually getting up earlier. I want you to be intentional with your thoughts, right? Because what I want you to do, I don't even want you to get up and do nothing. I want you to lay right there in the bed. I want you to lay right there in the bed. I was homeless last year. I'm in a 1,300 square foot 3 bed, and my paycheck was 3,200 today. I love that. I love that. Share that money in here. You need to be in the Discord. Come on, let me show you how to flip that. Let me show you how to flip that. Easy, easy. That girl in that picture, she was a hustler, man. Okay, she paved the way for this version right here. That motherfucker right there. She paved the way for this version right here. Right? Because I knew, I'm like, yo, if I can go on the street and I could, I can, then I know I can give people the game on how I even did it. Feel what I'm saying? So I love that. I love how you went from rags to riches, because God can really do that. But the only way you can do that is through your mind. You feel me? I can only imagine what your process was in your mind and in your spirit, and how you had to align yourself in order to believe that you can even receive it. I've been homeless too, right? A lot of people didn't even know. 2024, living in my truck. 2023, living in my truck. I was grinding. I still had a job, was getting up, going to work every day. I went to the gym, worked out, took a shower there. Oh, look, we like this. You know we like this. You know we like this. Because it's like sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta experience, sometimes you gotta get stripped in order to really have like gratitude for life. Sometimes it has to happen that way. But that's not the end. One thing about it, if you already at the bottom, you got no other choice but to look up. You already on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So it's super cool. So when you guys wake up in that extra 30 minutes a day, and I know y'all, some of y'all got kids, some of y'all don't have kids, some of y'all go to 9 to 5. So you like, see, you like big, like, bro, like, I'm a little tired, man. But I want y'all to see where I'm going with this. I want you to just lay in that bed for that additional 30 minutes. Okay. I want you to sit in that bed for an additional 30 minutes, and I want you to intentionally think about your day. I don't want you to think about all of the troubles, traumas. I literally want you to think about your day and how you want it to go. And then I want you to get up, do your routine if you got one, you know what I'm saying? And then what I want you to do is I want you to journal at the end of the day how that extra 30 minutes not only helped you, but it catapults you in a whole different dimension. Because listen, they talk about generational runs, man. We going to different dimensions type. You know what I'm saying? This is a generational run, it really is. But we're going to a whole different dimension, man. All right, I'm trying to help y'all shift the identity for the rest of your life so that your children's children can eat off this. Straight like that. because y'all got money, but what y'all investing into? How are you, are you paying yourself work? Are you paying yourself first? Right? We getting money, but are we paying the bills first or are we paying ourselves first? Because you gotta pay yourself first. Y'all been working at these people jobs. Y'all need to be paying yourself first. I don't care if it's $10 out of each check. Pay yourself first. And if you can, sit on that money for 3 days. As soon as you get paid, I want you to sit on that money for 3 days. CEO, how can I sit on the money for 3 days? I got bills. Let's be honest. At the top of the month, I don't know how y'all get paid, right? But at the top of the month, you got at least to the fifth without no fees. You can't give me 3 days. Can't give me to the third. You see what I'm saying here? Journaling, yes, I keep trying to get my daughter into it. She'll flow. One thing about kids, you gotta set the tone. Kids don't hear what you say no more. Kids never really heard that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, as a kid, when I was at home, like I never listened to what people was telling me, right? Because if your actions is showing different, why would I listen to what you're saying? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's you, mom. I'm not saying that's you, Nicole. I'm just saying you gotta set the tone for kids. So if you really want her to get to do it, if you really want her to get to do it, start going into the living room and just see what I'm saying? Because what's gonna start to happen? She gonna start, Mom, what you doing? Nothing journaling. You wanna join me? And just like that, and just like that, she gonna be like, oh, nothing, writing out the blueprint, how I'm gonna become a millionaire. You see how they can shift? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I stopped trying to teach people and I just started setting the tone. That's it. Set the tone. I work for myself, so do I. I haven't worked in a corporate job in a whole year. Intention is everything. I feel like it was humbling me because I had a lot before, and even though I was grateful, I needed that. Same, like that. Listen, do I need to show y'all a picture again? First of all, that's a whole different person. Like, I feel like I look the same, but bro, I got so many versions of me. It's so funny, like to live life, man. It really is. Every version I needed, every version. But let me be honest, that version right there, she was lethal. Didn't care. Kick it, nigga. You look different, I look different. Is that a good thing? Son, I'm looking healthy, like I'm loving myself. What up, Ali Ali? Wealthy rise to you, baby. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Make sure you grab your daily heart me. Make sure you grab your daily heart me. But for real though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Like, definitely high vibe, man. Cause it's just like let me tell you something. When you in the streets, you really realize that that tough guy act, man, I want to act because I get with you. You know what I'm saying? I get with you. I really want to act, but I would get with you. You know what I'm saying? But it is in a sense of act because it's like you're that you tied up like that because one, somebody has hurt you, right? So you're not operating in your feminine energy like you should, right? You're not operating from your heart chakra. And it's like for me, like one, my pops weren't really in the, and my mom worked a lot. My mom was a single mom. It was just always stuff. So I jumped in the street to get my own money, straight up like that. I got tired of eating. Listen, I remember one time when I was young, I tell my homegirl this all the time, like 1 year for a full year, reason why I don't really like McDonald's, it's like, bro, I might get a little ice cream cup from there, maybe a little French fry. But half of the time they be having the fries soggy. I don't got time. People who don't, like their job. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up watching a lot of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was a protection for me. Carrying a gun was a protection for me. You know what I'm saying? And being around these hood niggas was you know what I'm saying, was low key a protection for me because like, okay, they loving me. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm gonna be straight regardless. They're gonna make sure I eat. They're gonna make sure I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? But when you really think about it, when you really see people out here like not being kind and leading with their heart and love, it's not, I don't want to say a facade because it's like it's them, but it's also like a coping mechanism. That's the word I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? I lot I got my mod in here, key up in here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a coping mechanism, right? It was a coping mechanism for me, just like, drinking. I used to drink lean, like, but it's so crazy because God really didn't let me do a lot of stuff. It was like, bro, when I would do stuff, bro, I would always get in trouble, bro. Like when I first started drinking lean, like I think I drunk it like once or twice, and then God had me throwing it up, and I was like, okay, well, I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so real and honest with y'all because this is how I want people to realize that you can go from this to that. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been doing this a long time, man. Like a long time. I had somebody come in the chat yesterday, like, yo, I've been, supporting you for 5, 6 years. I remember I had just lost my kids 11 months apart, and you prayed for me, and I can't even remember that. And that's what life is about, you know what I'm saying? And when you out there, you robbing, you stealing, these people is working hard for their stuff. But we come from an era, and we come from places where it's like, sometimes we just got to get it how I live. But now that I'm on the other side of it, it's like you think about these things and you got to take accountability. Like, dang, these people was working hard. You know what I'm saying, for these things, and here I come. You know what I'm saying? Here I come trying to collect and trying to collect something that ain't even mine. So it's just a coping mechanism. So whenever you see, if you grow up in the hood and you still there, like, I see people's inner kids now. I don't even see people with their exterior anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, um, dang, it's 9:50 already. Jeez. All right. I also want y'all to know that the first in and last to leave is the person that's going to really experience financial freedom. The one that's willing to put in that time and put in those reps. I'm not telling y'all not to rest. But let me ask you something. Are you where you want to be? If not, sometimes you're gonna have to break that sleep a little bit. So, let me know. I'm gonna add the people who actually. Oh, I gotta invite y'all one more time. All right. So we are currently doing a 90-day challenge where I'm helping you guys take it to the next level. Not only shifting your identity, but yes, of course, saving some money, man. Saving some money because I want to show you how intentionally you can save your money and watch it stack up. So if that sounds like something that y'all want to do, comment BIG in the chat. All right. But for real, first in, last to leave. All right, a millionaire told me that. Okay. Next thing I want y'all to do, I want you to meditate for 10 minutes intentionally. So that's just intentional thinking. I know people like to like categorize meditation with you can do that, of course, right? You can do that, but I want you guys to intentionally think and intentionally breathe. Okay, intentionally think, intentionally breathe. And what this activity is going to help you guys do is reset that nervous system. Okay. That nervous system probably been through a lot, child. Y'all probably been through breakups. Y'all probably been through job breakups. Y'all probably been through family breakups. And a lot of times we just compartmentalize. And although compartmentalizing is cool, but watch this, walk with me now. Although compartmentalizing is cool, what do you do after you compartmentalize something in your brain? At this point, you're breaking up your psyche at that point. So now it's just like compartmentalizing is just kind of pushing it to the back and handling it later. But a lot of times people don't handle what they compartmentalize. So I want you guys to meditate, sit in quiet, go walking, pray, do yoga, stretch your body, dance, take a shower. I don't care. But I want you guys to find some time to intentionally think, intentionally, you see what I'm saying? Because we don't do that a lot. And then what I want you to do at the end of the day is journal what was different and how it impacted your day. If it helped you, keep it in your routine. If it didn't, that's cool too. All right? That's cool too. That's all I got for y'all today. It's Friday. Y'all ain't keeping me this long. Y'all look, y'all got me an hour. Y'all ain't keeping me this long. I'm gonna kind of chat it up. What y'all got going, y'all? What y'all doing for the fourth? I don't really celebrate that, but what y'all got going this weekend, man? Who cookout can I come to? Baby, cause look, don't invite me nowhere where ain't no pool. Okay. One, I'm too thick for that. I don't got time for all that heat and stuff, man. Like for real. I just don't got time, man. I just don't got time. I really don't. But I want you guys, I'm gonna add the people who asked to be added to the Discord. Super lit. I'm super excited, man. I love the Discord. That's where I be for real. That's like my social media. I don't even be scrolling like that no more for real. Like I'm mostly on YouTube for real. And like I told y'all I don't have Instagram. I have Snapchat, but I kind of like be going missing from Snapchat. I really kept Snapchat all these years so that I can create memories. But The Discord is gonna be super lit. I cannot believe it's all already 10 o'clock. That's insane. But this is what happens when you working in your passion. You don't even, you don't even look at the clock. Like, and I really want y'all to think about that financial freedom question, because why do you deserve it? And it's not to say that you don't deserve it, but why do you deserve it? Because once you give yourself an answer, then your why, the how is gonna be easy, man. The how gonna be easy. Once you figure out why you deserve it, how gonna be easy. Because you're gonna know exactly what to do. You're gonna know exactly what to do. All right. So I want y'all to think about that this weekend. The Discord does, I do be giving y'all homework in the Discord, but it's kind of what already we talk about on the live. It's just if my people miss the live in the risings, I kind of get them that, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for that 3.8K. Let's double tap it up for that 4K. Yesterday we did like 15K up in the chair. I'm like, oh, they nasty. They nasty with it. I am gonna do an intuitive collective on YouTube. So make sure you guys, if you're not subbed to the YouTube, is Monshay.flow. No, it's actually not a dot. It's just Monshay Flow. So MONSHAYFLOW. And the angel number 5050 can be significant to you. I just saw that on the timer. So we're gonna do a collective today. Cause y'all know it's retrograde. Retrograde up in Cancer. Child, them emotions is high. Y'all see why I'm giving y'all activities to keep them emotions intact? Because what and just speaking on that compartmentalizing, a lot of people who compartmentalize, everything gonna come to the forefront this to July 23rd. We're gonna be in retrograde in Cancer. So all of those emotions that you may think you're compartmentalizing and you're putting to the back of your mind, baby, all that stuff gonna come to the forefront. So this is why it's important to really, do some activities that help you heal the traumatic experiences. And I'm sorry, let me be the first to apologize for people mishandling y'all. Like, for real. Let my apology be enough for you to move forward this day forward. You know what I'm saying? Because not all the time are people be knowing that they owe you an apology, but because they owe you an apology, they're not gonna give it to you. Right? A lot of people are so wrapped up into their ego, it's ridiculous. Okay, don't be no Virgo. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But yeah, y'all, I cannot believe we just flew through this hour like that. I stayed yesterday. I don't know if I'm gonna stay today. Y'all gonna stay and talk to me? If not, I'm out. Cause I'm done for the day. I'm done for the day. The beautifulness of working for yourself. But actually I'm not done for the day. Like, I don't have any clients today, but I do have to record some content. I do have to come up with some new activities for next week for you guys. I have to post in the Discord, kind of go check on my people, make sure they, gravy up in there. And yeah, I gotta add some new people to the Discord. I'm so excited about the Discord, y'all. And it's like I'm gonna always give y'all flowers, because regardless of it, even y'all sitting in my lives, man, that shit means so much to me, because we've been on my brand, we've been building my brand for years, man. And it's just like, just to see the fruits of my labor right now, it's bittersweet, man. It's actually not even bittersweet, it's just sweet. You know what I'm saying? Forget bitter. It's just sweet. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are literally watching me in real time, bring goals to life. So I hope that I can be an inspiration for you guys to never give up on yourself, never give up on your dream. You can restart and start as many times as you need to. And can't nobody tell you no different, right? Because you're going to continue to grow and you're going to continue to develop. So it's like, yo, if you stop and start, okay. Um, LaVasia, I do a lot, baby, depending on what service you need. No shade. Like, I'm so multifaceted. I can't even give myself a title. I can't even put myself in a box no more. Like, I do so much stuff. I do so much. Right? But I help people grow and develop, right? I help people move their body. I have a service for where we heal through dance, specifically. Asaru, I miss you so much. I miss you so much. They love Asia. It's abbreviated. Okay. Asaru. I hope you ain't still at that place now. Don't hurt my heart now. I miss you so much. I got a whole new number. I miss you so much, bro. We gotta hang out again. We gotta plan something soon. What else I got, y'all? I healed through conversation where just me and you just talk, man. That's one of my popular services because we do. I'm back in VA. Where you was at? Atlanta? Let me find out. Let me find out. Uh-huh. Oh, NC. What you doing in NC? You working out there? You still working for them folks? Let me find out. Let me find out is you the op still. The op player. I have another service where we're healing through creation, where I help you guys bring ideas to life. That's kind of my like more expensive it's kind of like my more expensive service, but if you got it, you got it. I was working, yeah, I'm still doing that. Look, as long as you getting your coin, that's all I care about. Get your money, honey. Get your money, honey. Okay. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And also like I do intuitive readings. I don't know why I just sounded like like what's going? Hey, it's retrograde, bro. I'm telling y'all. Like I do not play with that energy. That's why I'm gonna do a collective because actually my retrograde's been pretty good. But we're gonna tap into that energy over here on YouTube. So yeah, I do a lot of stuff. Do a lot of stuff. Do a lot of stuff. As long as you're making that money, honey. Okay. But I love y'all, man. I'm about to get out of here. I am live Monday through Friday, EST 9 a.m. So be here for rest, which is mine. Y'all know what I'm saying. I love y'all like a fat kid, love Kate. And yeah, man. Y'all know where to find me. Deuces. Yes, indeed. She already that the herbs really wake her up. They choose it. Yeah. Yeah. I got 2 new followers. Fuck it. Oh, Saru. I ain't staying on there for you, but on there I I forgot we was recording over here, chat. So y'all, YouTube, thank y'all so much. This is a completion of a week. Okay, I will be back Monday, rise at 9 a.m. EST for Rags to Riches. And y'all be sure to look out for that collective read later on. I love y'all like a fat kid love cake. Okay, catch y'all on the flizz up.